Do you ever just sit in your garage and take a gander at your bike? Maybe start thinking about a brake job, or an oil change, or doing something about these chicken strips, or maybe figure out why the hell a sprocket nut is missing. I'm going to pull the wheel off so I can get the now very deformed sprocket carrier pin out of the wheel. Pulling off this big wheel reminds me how easy I have it with minis. This axle gets torqued to some 80 foot-pounds. As I'm taking off this rear wheel here, I'm kind of realizing that I really haven't put that many miles on this bike. I think I've gone out maybe 3, maybe 5 times at the most, and generally they're really short little stints. I don't know if it's me getting older or if it's just that I really enjoy riding on the track a lot more than I enjoy riding on the street. I'd actually be interested to know, for people that have been riding on the street for a long time, if you are more inclined to go out riding now or less inclined. Unfortunately, when the nut came off, it caught the inside of the swing arm and gave it a nice groove. It's not super deep other than the large chip where I imagine the nut caught and it absolutely left chat. It took almost no effort to remove the other nuts. I don't want to be melodramatic, but this could have gotten me killed, and there are enough things on the road that are already trying to do that. On my CRF 150R race bike, I have drilled and safety wired the rear bolts for the sprocket because I've had them back out with both retaining clips as well as Loctite. So I take this pretty seriously. When I examine the nuts that were on the bike, they're from Driven Racing, which ridiculously a $46 set of nuts. And they have a torque spec etched on the face that states 29 foot-pounds max. Hopped on AF1, ordered up some replacement bits, and I ordered a few spares to keep in the box as well. Looking up the parts fiche, it shows nylon lock nuts, and in the shop manual they're torqued to 36.88 foot-pounds. Now I can't say if these were ever torqued to their etched specs they were put on by the previous owner, and I should have checked them when I had the wheel off, but what I can say is they seem completely inferior to the OEM spec. With a lack of locking mechanism and lower torque spec, they're going to be going in the trash. Maybe keep the vanity nuts and bolts to things like fairings and engine dress-up kits, and let's stick to the spec for things like drivetrain. Things that are going to hold the sprocket to the wheel as you're going down the freeway at 80 plus miles an hour. Ignore the absolute state of my workbench while I torque these to 36.88 foot-pounds, or as close as my analog torque wrench will allow. Just going to take that sprocket carrier and pop it back in the wheel, and while I struggle to get the wheel mounted back on the bike, I'd like to ask, is there anything that you would like to see next year in a video format? I have plans for going back to basics on a lot of things, including track days, what to bring, how to prepare, things like that. And I'd like to get a little bit of, input onto what you'd like to see. Because I think it's something that's very important to kind of bring in more people to the fold and do so in a way that they feel very welcome and that they have the information that they need to succeed. So, thanks for hanging out with me in the garage. I'll see you in the next one.